So this lesson is on the plans and preparations on the Greek and the Persian side of this war before the second great Persian invasion of 480 BC. We'll look at the preparations of both sides in this time period here. To understand the crucial mistakes the Persians may have made, not for definite, and develop some analysis skills. Keywords are Corinth, allies, alliance, Hellenic League, Medes, Thebes, Thermopylae, evacuation, logistics, fairy tale, reliability, supplies. Corinth is a city in the middle of Greece, right there. Allies, alliance, a league, and people get together for a common cause. And the alliance of the various Greek cities to fight the Persians is called the Hellenic League. They met in Corinth. Medes is when a Greek becomes jumped over to the Greek side, you Medes. Thebes is a Greek city that in fact Medes. Thermopylae, you know about that. Evacuation, when you clear everybody out of a place before a disaster of some sort, and evacuation. Logistics, supplies, water, food, clothing. That's called in military terms logistics, all the stuff you need, the boring stuff you need to survive. Reliability and supply, which link to logistics. So let's get started. Around about 484, the Greeks become aware. They become aware of what's heading down the pipe towards them. Various Greeks living up here who are now in the Persian Empire can send messages, the bridge across the Hellespont, the canal, Athos. None of these things are very easy for the Persians to hide. A vast collection of troops, ships being gathered. So but, slowly, the Greeks become aware that something's up. Then in 481, the various Greek city-states all get sent messengers from Persia asking for earth and water. The only two that don't receive these messengers are Sparta and Athens. Persians are making it be known they don't want the surrender of Sparta or Athens. They're going to destroy them, partly because they killed their messengers 10 years earlier, or 11 years earlier. This is a big problem for the Greeks. What do? Elusive unity. Elusive means something that's hard to pin down. The Greeks are not very unified. Like we've done before. They have a religion that unifies them. They have the Olympics that unifies them every few years, every 4 years. But most of the time, they're fighting each other. So for the Greeks to unify to face an external threat is difficult for them. And it may well be, this is one of the things that the Persians relied on. The fact that the Greeks will never get together to fight us. There's no way those idiots, those smelly goat herders will get together and be able to fight us. But in the autumn of 381, at Corinth, the southern Greek states, the city-states, more than this, meet. Argos won't turn up because they hate that Sparta. But most of the rest, they meet up, about 30 of them meet up at Corinth and create what's called the Hellenic League, an alliance to defend themselves together, collectively, against the Persians. It's called the Hellenic League. Not all Greeks join, up here, Thebes, Thessaly, a lot of these Medes, they won't. Not all Greeks will do it, but quite a lot will. Right, what's going on the other side of the hill? The other side of the hill is a military history term, meaning what's the other side doing that's hidden from you. So the Persians don't know what the Greeks are doing. The hill's in the way, figuratively. The Greeks don't know what the Persians are doing. The hill's in the way, again, figuratively. It's a military history term. You can't see what the other side are doing. You don't know what they're thinking. The hill's in the way, the other side of the hill. Well, of course, what's happening in the eastern part, the western part of the Persian Empire, is a massive military force is being gathered. Cavalry, infantry, lots of different parts of the Persian Empire. So other side of the hill, for certain, the Persians are massing their forces immortals, various other infantry, archers, cavalry, whatever. It's all being gathered together somewhere in Western Persian Empire. Now, what does Herodotus tell us about this? You look at Herodotus chapter 7, verses 61 to 97. It's a gigantic list of all the Persian forces. It totals about 2.5 million men. He says exactly 1,207 warships are gathered for the invasion of Greece. That's what Herodotus says. This sounds distinctly like a fairy story to most historians. This doesn't make sense. It's far too many men. It's more men than the Persians had. It's more men than they could have fed. It's just bonkers. However, Herodotus is our source. Other later sources appear to agree with him, but it just doesn't sound very likely because of common sense and logic. Armies need to eat. 2.5 million men need a lot of food per day. You can't miss some. 1,207 ships needs a lot of oarsmen who also need feeding every day. The ships are not sailing ships, they're oar-powered. So, because of logistics, what historians mostly settle on, there's a big debate on this, somewhere between 200,000 and 300,000 troops and around about 600 ships is the more realistic figure that people give for the Persian army. Fatal error. Again, it's up for debate. Even this number, the fatal error may be, even this number is too large. There's still a lot of people to feed and equip and look after, a long way from home, with the sea in between you and the Persian Empire. It's a lot of people, and they're going to travel very slowly, and you've got to conquer Greece probably in one summer. So the fatal error might be, this army's still too big. And if you brought in troops from all over the Persian Empire, some are going to be good, some are going to be rubbish, some are going to be worse than useless.